Just put some honey on a piece of toilet paper, and you won't believe what happens next. This secret was taught to me by an elder I met during my travels, and it's something I've never forgotten. It seems so simple that most people wouldn't even think twice about it, but once you see what it does, you'll be absolutely amazed. To start, grab a roll of toilet paper. Don't worry, we're not using the whole thing. Just tear off a single sheet. Fold it carefully in half like this. You don't want it too thick or too thin. The perfect fold helps it absorb evenly later on. Now, roll it tightly to create a small tube. This shape is essential for the trick to work. It may look strange, but trust me, it's brilliant. Once it's rolled, set it aside for now. We'll come back to it in a minute. Leave a comment with your city. Let's see where everyone's watching from. Next, take a small bowl or container and add 2 tablespoons of coffee grounds. The smell of coffee alone is enough to lift anyone's mood. Then, take some honey. Pure honey is best, but any kind will work. Slowly pour it over the coffee grounds. As you mix, you'll notice the texture changing, sticky, dense, and aromatic. The honey not only binds the ingredients together, but also helps them stick perfectly to the paper later. If the mixture feels too thick, add just a few drops of water, not too much, only enough to make it easier to spread. Stir well until you get a dark, smooth, and glossy paste. The consistency matters. When it's even and creamy, it's ready to use. Comment yes if you're going to try this at home. Now, take the rolled piece of toilet paper you prepared earlier. Using your fingers or a small spoon, spread the mixture evenly over the surface. Cover it completely so every part of the paper absorbs the mixture. The combination of honey and coffee creates a deep, rich aroma that instantly fills the air. It's calming, cozy, and slightly mysterious. Once fully covered, set it aside for a moment while we move to the next step. You'll need a glass bottle. Don't use plastic. Since we'll be working with heat later, glass is much safer. Inside the bottle, place about 20 cloves. They may be small, but they're incredibly powerful, both in scent and effect. Next, pour white vinegar, just enough to cover the cloves completely. Now, carefully place the honey-covered paper inside the bottle. Rate this tip from 0 to 10. I'd love to know what you think. And here's where the magic happens. Light the exposed tip of the paper carefully and let it burn just enough to start releasing smoke. You don't need a big flame, just a gentle, steady ember. What you've just made is an incredibly effective natural repellent. It instantly drives away mosquitoes, flies, and other annoying insects, while leaving your home with a delightful fragrance. Thank you for watching till the end. A big hug, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.